Need to talk to you.
About?
Uma. Gonna take him with me.
Believe you meant to say you've come to ask my permission to take him. I am in charge now, so...
Not about to ask for anything. I'm telling you. You can try to stop me. But then I'll bring your enlightened reign to an end. An abrupt and premature end.
Think you got me shaking in my boots?
You sure as hell should be.
Fine. Cripple's not worth no blood. See the groom. He ought to be glad to give him up. Bugger's been eating from the feed bags. And a pleasant journey to you both.
Thank you kindly. I'm taking Uma.
There ain't a...
Sergeant Hartle said I could.
Bring him back though, won't you? Be awful dull without him.
No. Not about to bring him back. Open the door. Now. Hey, little guy. This here's Roach. She'll take us to Kaer Morhen. Well, come on. What the? Quit playing around. Let's go. Looks like we got company. Nilfgaardian battle mounts. What do you want?
The Emperor's displeased with you.
Then he ought to ask somebody else for help.
The Emperor does not ask anyone for anything. You will ride with us to Vitsima.
Sure about that?
Don't even try.
Fine. Lead the way.
And the Third Army will sweep in from the west to take Banglin.
If I may, Your Imperial Majesty, our spies report that the garrison at Banglin consists almost wholly of mercenaries.
Bribery, then.
We stand to lose exactly no men in battle.
And we stand to lose less time. Very well. Give the orders. Then set sail.
As you wish. At once!
Your Imperial Majesty, Yennefer.
I did not have you brought here for an exchange of courtesies. Report.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Ciri. Well, this man is the key to finding her.
I give you 3 solid leads. Trails as fresh as morning dew. The aid of my spies and my court sorcerers. Yet in my daughter's stead, you bring me this... monstrosity? I hope you have more to say. For your sake.
Listen, I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. A needle that at any moment can...
It's a difficult task, I know this. What of it? Listen to me. I rule the largest empire the world has ever known. I wage a war against the North, command men in tens of thousands, while at home the trade corporations and nobles seek to depose me. You cannot expect me to pity you the difficulty of your task.
I pursued those leads you gave me. Ciri first reappeared in Skellige with a mage, an elf. Yen knows more,
The Wild Hunt tracked them down, found them there. They were forced to flee to Velen.
where they were separated. Ciri spent some time with a local warlord, a self-styled baron
Yes, I know my vassals.
who helped her get to Novigrad, where Ciri crossed some of the city's underworld bosses. She had to flee, went back to Skellige, ran into her elf companion there.
And into the Wild Hunt. Again. Ciri and the elf fled, out to sea this time. Their boat returned to shore the next day, with only him on board.
The information appears of little use, though at least it seems you kept busy.
This monstrosity might well be your daughter. Its body is the product of a curse someone hides inside it.
Can you lift this curse?
I've done a great deal of research, made inquiries, but to lift it I would need to know the words used to cast it, and that...
Vafel Elaine, Kednil Fali, Gladiv Dorn Eptened, Bandro Ithne Iacus. Dandelion told me. Ciri talked to him about it.
At last, you provide a pleasant surprise. Lady Yennefer, my question stands.
Yes. I believe I can. But I must...
Details do not interest me. Geralt, you've achieved precious little, yet admittedly more than the bumblers in my spy corps have. I give you half the promised reward. You will receive the other when you bring me Ciri.
Fine.
This audience is over. Till the next.
So, how do we lift Uma's curse?
We must take him to Kaer Morhen. Oh, and Geralt, forgive me, but I'm unable to teleport you, Uma, and Roach, so...
Don't worry, we'll ride there. Never did like teleporting.
Take care of yourself.
Wait. Here, probably better if you keep it.
Of course. I'm off.
Go there, Roach. Forktail's this close to the fortress? Someone's been slacking off.
Been away quite a while.
Too long.
And your journey, how was it?
Calm, if you don't count the forktail that flew over our heads a few miles back. Passenger got a little restless.
What have we here? Multiple deformities. Eyes, ears, nostrils, a hair lip. And is this... Now, calm down. Yennefer was right on one count. Thing sure isn't pretty.
Yen's here already?
And how?
Huh, You two argue?
Geralt, I understand she's a... well, how do I put this? Emancipated, strong-willed woman. But do manners count for nothing? She teleports in, not even a nice to see you, jumps right into a we've a curse to lift, there's this to do and that. So Eskel and Lambert get going. Then she went to the guest room to rearrange things. Threw the bed off the balcony.
So what's Yen planning?
Wish I knew.
Mean she didn't tell you?
She told us what she needs to lift the curse, not what she plans to do with it, despite our asking.
She's gotta have a good reason.
More than one, most likely. In any case, she's set her mind on something. Needs us to stay out of her way, mostly.
So where is everyone?
Eskel's hunting forktails. Gotta nip that infestation in the bud. And since Yennefer needs to distill some ingredients from their organs, well, like they say, 2 birds, 1 stone. Lambert's still in the keep, preparing to venture into the mountains to enrich the phylactery with elemental power.
And Yen?
Assembling a megascope. Wanted my help running around with some chirping contraption, searching for something. But I'm too old for that nonsense.
I should let her know I'm here.
If you say so, but don't go thinking she'll throw her arms around your neck.
God damn it, you piece of shit! Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the 3rd crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
You got trust issues with us?
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So I'd rather keep certain things secret, for the time being.
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me Forktail spinal fluid, the other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power. I've yet to see anything from either of them.
All right, I'll talk to them. Anything else?
Yes. There's one other trifling matter. As you saw, my megascope's acting up, in rather spectacular fashion. I'm certain there's an energy source nearby, generating disturbances, making the crystals malfunction. We must find it and neutralize it. Quickly, I must contact someone. It's urgent.
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
No secret at all. Ida Emian. Remember her?
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
Your sorceress friends, the sage and not-so-sage, they've let me down before. But if we gotta, we gotta.
If only you'd been this cautious with all of them. But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
All right. How do I find the source?
Use this Potestaquizitor.
Potestaquizitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for? Ah, one more thing. Thank you, Geralt.
Can't be far now.
So, Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Shh. Aha. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Ah, there you are. Disturbance is coming from there. What's in these crates?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert made them.
No wonder the megascope doesn't work. All right, gotta get him out of here.
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere with my megascope?
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here? Members of the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Kedmil Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Kedmil and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of Elder speech unfamiliar to me.
I see. The words of the curse?
Vafel Elaine, Kedmil Foli, Gledev Don Eptenid, Bondro Isne Iachus.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
The migration?
Later, Geralt.
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, En Severn. Vafel.
That does not conclude our conversation.
Let me guess. You want something in return.
If I may, Gwynblade, I'd like to request. Stop guessing. Just listen. The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know it. But do you understand it? The Elder Blood can initiate the final age, the time of the end. Or stop it. Remember this, Gwynblade. For you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts into flames.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work would be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensei and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod...
Then it's old. Very, very old.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
All in all, interesting conversation. What now?
You can start by apologizing for acting like a boor, despite my asking you not to.
I'm sorry. It's just when Ida started in with that patronizing tone.
You decided to prove she was completely justified to adopt that attitude. Well done, Geralt. Bravo. Oh, enough. Finish whatever it was you and the boys were planning to do. Then we'll begin.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
For my welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
Irritating, you mean?
I thought you liked people with bitchy streaks.
So long as they're women.
Then you found the best of them. Enough about that. The Circle of Elements awaits.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
No reason to wait. Let's go.
Oh, meant to tell you. Can't get to the Circle through the mountains. Rockslide blocked the pass last spring.
So we approach from the pond side, like when we did the trial of the medallion?
Exactly. Remember the way?
Not easily forgotten, that.
He who returns with his medallion will prove himself worthy and may set off on the path.
Vesemir ever hear you impersonate him?
Yeah. Old man.
Savola's breach. Still haven't patched it up?
Vesemir'd like to. Doesn't bother me, though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and... this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamandra assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Been thinking. We gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in, then scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
Well, color me impressed. Where'd you learn them tricks?
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
Yada yada. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way. Damn it! I moored it right here, I swear!
Line must have come loose.
Really? Here I thought the boat untied itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
There a storm before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes. Water hag.
All right. Cave entrance is just opposite, see it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know only 2 boys returned from my group?
You were the ones who ran into old Speartip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still gnawing at you?
Gnawing? No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck was that trial for? Most who returned from the Circle of Elements died within a year in some swamp, hunting drowners for a crown 30 a head. So exactly what was the point?
Ought to ask Vesemir.
Oh, I have. Many times, believe you me.
Let's go. Jump in the boat.
All right. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Make this boat yourself?
Yeah. Something you don't like about it?
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose. Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Oh, but I am one. Want to hear a limerick?
Sure.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs. Right, almost there. Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside.
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom, like step softly or you'll wake old spear tip?
Sheesh, you're pricklier than Yen.
Ugh, don't fall in love with me. Let's go.
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You know this valley's uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Whatever you want to do.
We'll investigate, just in case.
You know, Vesemir's right. You do poke the damn hive, almost always. Fine. Let's go.
Hey, little guy. It's all right, you're safe now.
No! No!
Fine, consider yourself vindicated. You were right.
Well, well, what do you know?
We can talk about that later. Got the foglets to take care of now.
An illusion! Who would have thunk?
You're not gonna let this drop anytime soon, are you?
No, I will not. In fact, whole world should hear about the time the famed Geralt of Rivia was duped like a child. Think we ought to get Dandelion to write a ballad about it. How's that sound?
When someone's life might be threatened, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Enough said.
Course, the noble white wolf never abandons a man in need. He's more saint than witcher.
Changing subjects. Did I see right? Was that boy?
Yeah, one of ours. Must have drowned during his trial. Foglets remembered his voice and appearance.
Charming. Let's get out of here.
Needn't ask me twice. In fact, I didn't even want to come here.
Lambert, enough. Shit, too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready? Oh, you fat fuck.
1, 2, 3. You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
Oh, good to be back above ground.
Mm-hmm. Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
Don't know who you're trying to impress. Tough guy stuff's just not working on me.
Look who's talking. Vesemir told me about that job you did for those Nilfgaardians in Velen. What? What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Good one.
Just came out that way. Come on.
Witches is to walk no more. Stops. This mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Huh? Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
You talk to these idiots.
Stay calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Witches is thing one say, thing two do, thing three do, sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel. Understand?
They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave! Before they stone us to death!
We walk those. Yous goes no far more. Witches is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
Listen, but we trolls come no to Witches castle. Rocks lots there. Pretty rock.
Enjoying this little chat? 'Cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking. Fact is, you know as much about negotiating as they do about grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Throw rock, throw. Witches strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witches is monster kills. Trolls, monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees? We smash.
All right, we'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
We want them know. Lick metal. Mouth stings.
You nuts?
Shut up and follow my lead.
I think you might have missed your calling. If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, Witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
They threw stones at us, Geralt.
Whine about it to Eskel later.
Just a few steps more, and we're there.
Oh, that's some serious panting. Out of breath, out of shape.
Nah, just a bit hungover.
Been hitting the hooch with Eskel again?
No, been hitting it alone.
Well, we made it.
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough. But save the rest of your compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest. How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
All right. Phylactery's in place.
Then all we gotta do is wait. The container will absorb the power of the elements, while we catch a breather. So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah, used Axie, but I only had to get past one troll. Other two were busy.
Yeah, useful sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
One of the best. A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel. I made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, then hang himself.
Wow, truly great story.
Isn't it? Real side splitter, I think.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No, I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
Think it's that bad being a witcher?
Guess I could have been someone worse. Just a shame I had no choice.
It was our destiny.
Destiny? Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Didn't know. I'm sorry.
Next time you wonder why I'm so bitter, well, there's your answer. All right, we've griped enough. Let's get out of here.
Need to get our swords. Witcher with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
Witches is his sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Don't worry. I don't need convincing. Come on, Geralt, let's go.
Right, let's get back.
After you, sir.
Must be Eskel's prince. No one else has left the keep recently. That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpion? Beautiful animal. Eskel made camp here. Looks like he planned to stay outside a while. Footprints. And hoofprints. A goat. Interesting. Rocks. Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent. Bits of bark. Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of goat hair. Ugh, the stench.
Supposed to be Forktail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
As for Forktails, bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to shrubbery post haste.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See your memories back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
Fame's not all it's made out to be. Consider myself lucky if I were you.
You're right. Takes a lot of champagne to wash down all that caviar. That is tough going. Shh. Hear that? Incoming.
There it is.
I see it.
Picked a bad day to leave its nest. We can handle this.
Hit the wings!
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light-colored. Can't fly much further.
Fled to its lair, looks like.
Means it's done fleeing. All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
No, it doesn't. I trust her.
And they say people learn from their mistakes.
What was that?
Nothing, nothing.
Great. Let's go.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen wins!
Hey there. Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Mm-hmm. Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
Come on. Not gonna take anything from you. Buy me around sometime and we'll call it good.
Done deal.
Got you everything you need.
Splendid. Lambert, prepare the apparatuses. Esco, go.
Last I heard, my dear, I give the orders around here, not you.
I believe we made an agreement to seek to cure Uma my way.
I said we would help you, that's it. I don't know what you want to do with them, you haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it? Just as I thought. Which is why I think we should first try another, less invasive method.
What's this method?
Derives from folk traditions. I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion...
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that. Or we could have a drink.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow. You don't exactly mince words.
I'm too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. In an hour. Or two.
Or three.
I'll hold you to that.
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
Where'd you go while you were away, Eskel?
Aldersburg. Hunted a higher vampire.
Oh ho ho. Dangerous whoresons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My client threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables, to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine. Lost a bit of blood, I suppose. Hangover was the worst part. She drank nothing but pickle juice for the next month.
What have you been up to, Lambert? On your way west last time I saw you.
Yeah. Contract in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's were the gold's to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush! I'm talking now. So this giant was giving him trouble. Attacking convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant, just a fat forest troll, and a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the roads safe. Then I killed the troll. Needed its head to collect the bounty.
Could have spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches? I needed the coin. And not a soul mourned that troll's passing.
Let's raise a mug to his memory. The least we can do.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only—
You'll fucking what?!
Mind your manners, Lambert.
Did you hear what—
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because—
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first— how do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
It'll be the first trial in years, decades.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own, with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
Will you ever lay off, Yen?
Yeah, soon as I trust her.
You brave a fire for her. Whereas she plays you like a cheap fiddle. Way it's always been.
Listen to you two goddamn relationship experts. Neither of you's been with a sorceress.
For good reason.
Fine, leave pretty boy alone before he gets grumpy. Already has that pouty look on his face. I can't stand it. Drink up, girl. To you and Yen. Happily ever after. Colder than up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
You and Lambert get along?
In a way. I've learned not to talk to him about certain things.
Guessing that's quite a list.
It is.
Hello, young'uns. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good men, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk. The height of fashion in 1112. Old man probably put it on when he went courting. Or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels.
Men, a witcher's life is not all cards and liquor. It is toil. It is labor. No gurgling babes to wean for us. Nay, not for us.
All right. One Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. 'Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
No, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great. You start.
I've never slept with a succubus. How about that? Expected Geralt might have, but you? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never, after a bender, woken up wearing nothing but my knickers. Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never...
Jumped out a lover's window.
That's so. Must have been one tough character whose wife you were plowing.
That wasn't it. He was a friend. Didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah. You're a true friend.
Right, men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able to look you in the eyes again.
Vodka. Vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
Already went. To get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
Yeah?
Sometimes you're a real jackass, but I love you, brother.
And sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf. Damn. Broke.
Good thing it was empty. Huh? Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Not again. Take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue!
Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked. Eskel! Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it. We missed a fight.
Think he hurt himself. Hey, look. There he is.
With his ever-faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up!
What? What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. Three of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. Oh, we don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
Lambert, believe you've had your last drink.
You're just jealous you didn't think of it first, but is that any reason to spoil it for us?
I don't have the strength to argue.
Of course you don't, cream puff. Bet I could take you with one finger.
Hey, relax, Lambert.
Wanna fight? Huh? Wanna? Come on.
Good night. Damn, what a dream. See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give the boys a rap on the knuckles later. Let's get to work.
Vesemir, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with the megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan, and it wasn't Uma's voice.
All right. I just don't get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit, but I suppose I have to trust you.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
No. After last night,
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
Potions ready.
Tools, too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel, make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
Ready.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock. Killed him.
So, everything's going smoothly.
No, but it's within known norms.
Administer the next potion.
I'd hoped I would never have to watch this again.
Why'd you keep the table then?
Geralt, next potion. O-E-C-K, Finn.
What now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags? On it. I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No. A trial. If that's Syrian there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
Of course I have. Thing is, we don't have a choice.
Not anymore, we don't. But we rushed it. Should have started by...
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well. No offense, but I'd rather Geralt did it.
Understood. I'd prefer that too.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it, or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Hey, Yen, your dozing off?
No, just resting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
Heard about the time Ciri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on...
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery. Never severe. Kaniatad. Never severe. Kowal. Arriva. Endir. No. No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Kowal. Kowal. Kaniatad.
Never severe. Kowal, Kowal, Kaniatad. Nevid, Kariba, Endir. Geralt, the phylactery, open it. Kaniatad, Taran Anadir, Div.
Avalok?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. An elf. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
Hidden. The Isle of Mists. But it's not... She's not safe. The hunt.
The hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Her blood. Elder blood. To open the gate. We cannot allow this.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
Listen, Sage. We didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Elaine. Arwen. Siren. In Skellige. Follow it into the mists. Hurry. Hurry. I tried to protect her. But the curse... The hunt... has not found the Isle as yet. 'Tis a matter of time. But if she leaves, they will detect her at once.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't... No. You saw. Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but...
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
Toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through... Do you understand?
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us some answers? How do you know this Avallac'h? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri apparently trusted him. We should at least take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
We'll be waiting for them, swords in hand.
Yes. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow. They'll expect to catch us by surprise, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice? Besides delaying the inevitable?
Pretty boy could try to round up a few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic.
Fine. I'll get Ciri and recruit some allies. Bring everyone here. Got a few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
Mm-hmm. Exclusively. And you? What do you plan to do?
I've Avallac'h to care for. He's certain to die without gentle, gradual magic treatment. There's hope if I help him. Not much, but better than naught.
The boys and I'll consider how we should greet our uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Good luck, Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Zoltan,
Get out!
I know where Ciri is.
Then why are we here? Let's go get the lassie.
I'll do that, but I have another job for you. You need to set out for Kaer Morhen. That's where I'll take Ciri. The Wild Hunt will attack soon afterwards. Could use you at our side.
You'll have me and my axe.
Thanks. See you at Kaer Morhen. Vesemir, Eskel, and Lambert are already there. Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wasn't sure I should even ask you. Still not. But what the hell? I could honestly use some help.
Oh, my help. Very interesting. Do tell.
Wild Hunt's gonna attack Kaer Morhen soon. It's a sure thing. Looking for people, resources, anything that'll help me repel them.
The Wild Hunt? Don't tell me you believe that nonsense.
Hardly nonsense. Got a taste of it. A painful taste. On my own skin.
Sorry, Geralt, but I've my own pile of problems just now. I've not recovered my lost property. Your help, you might remember, left much to be desired. So I don't owe you shit.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
Could use your help at Kaer Morhen. Aim to take Ciri there. Wild Hunt's bound to appear soon after.
You didn't turn your back on me when I was in need. It's only fair I do the same.
Thanks. Venture to say your skills might prove invaluable.
I'll consider whether to bring Vess. Either way, I'll see you at Kaer Morhen.
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt, you gave me quite a start.
But now the mage says bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Finally know where Ciri is. I want to take her to Kaer Morhen.
Is that so? Nice to hear. But is there any particular reason you're telling me this?
Well, the Wild Hunt will know I've found her when I do. They'll attack. Want you to help me repel them.
Ah, this is awkward. I mean, I'd gladly help, but I have a few more things to tend to in this charming dunghole. Perhaps, if you were to help me first...
Let me think about it.
You know where to find me?
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Fyke Isle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Fyke Isle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use, provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later, maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Fyke Isle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you.
Geralt, can you hear me? How is it? Where are you?
Almost there.
Splendid. Contact you again soon.
Wait, this Xenovox. Can I contact you with it, or is it one way?
One way only, I'm afraid. You'll have to trust my feminine.
Your what?
My feminine and
Wonderful.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
What? I can't hear. Great, broke already. Sheesh, short-lived this magic.
What did you say? There's some interference. You must be very careful.
Let's try Kira's lamp.
They left us, look! All of them done went! We've to swim, come on! What about all this? I can't leave it! You go, find a boat and come back for me. If you make it across. Why wouldn't I? Be back before you know it. They're onto us! They'll not let Graham in!
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. With no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Way's clear, lads! Adam!
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So hot. Burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back!
Don't leave me!
Wonder what led them here. Hunger or greed?
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely. Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
You needn't be so deep.
blood. Many must have died here.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Someone dragged something across the floor. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
I'm a witcher. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Fine. I'll talk to Graham. Where will I find him?
He lives in the village on the lakeshore, yet... What if he's forgotten me?
If he loved you, he'll remember, and want to help.
He said he would always love me. Go to him. Make haste, please.
Why you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon. It won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you! Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape. 'Twas then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to her ghost. By the time she awoke, Tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... it can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I'd have noticed she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. Her soul will only find peace if you help her.
But what can I do? It's too late.
Bury her bones. Annabelle should be laid to rest by one who loved her. It's the only way to lift the curse that holds Fyke Isle.
There was a Her bones?
Yes.
Give them here. And leave me be.
Dead. Annabelle's no ordinary ghost. She's a pesta, and now she's free.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice? You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge, damned souls too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers Eve.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight. Wide, heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon. Drowners and a waterhand. My favorites.
Not bad.
Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well. Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat. Cataplepis? Wonder what spell requires that. Human. From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it. Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic, though. Wonder how Kaer will explain this one. A dry red from Zubran. Southern slope. Notes of black currant and citrus. Pains the heart. Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you. Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt. The Kaer Velen Castle.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't want to shag you in the bushes, but to share a pleasant evening. But if no, then no.
Oh, all right. I'll do it.
I feel honored. Truly. Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes. Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Could have just told me what this was about right up.
Geralt, run to the woods and fetch my shopping. I'd like to make dinner. Well, would you have helped?
If I'd known I'd get a glass of Zuberan dry in return, of course.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true. So, I've 2 options. I can either start cultivating turnips or leave. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why, I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Why are you even interested?
Because I grasp the importance of the studies conducted there. In the wrong hands, the findings could do immense harm. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends, with benefits. So?
Sorry, there's someone else.
So what? Oh, Geralt. You're so old-fashioned. Will you at least lie down and gaze at the stars with me?
Why not?
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Forktail, the tower. A light. Top floor of the tower. So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
You used me.
Oh, please. I merely seized an opportunity.
If I'd known you just wanted Alexander's notes, I'd never have helped you lift the curse from Forktail.
All right. Perhaps I wasn't completely honest. Didn't quite toe the line. But I knew you'd manage. You're so manly and all. Geralty poo. Wipe that frown off your face, or I might think you don't like me anymore.
Didn't come here to play games. I want to know what you're up to.
Naturally, you suspect me of the worst. I don't deserve that. My intentions are pure. Like a virgin's tears. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
You're either incredibly gullible, or you're trying to play me again.
Whatever do you mean?
Radovid has one objective. To defeat Emir. Curing Catriona, stopping the plague, won't help him do that. So he'll either burn you at the stake with those notes among the kindling, or he'll make you use them to create a weapon.
Don't be ridiculous. Bacteria cannot be controlled.
Not yet. But it's possible in theory, isn't it?
In theory, it's just as possible for a dachshund to impregnate a she-wolf. I don't have time to debate this, Geralt. I'm going to see Radovid whether you like it or not.
It's your conscience. But you do know hundreds, thousands could die.
What of it? What difference will it make if Nilfgaard's legions die by steel or because of some fucking germs? None.
A plague can go wrong, go wild. A sword won't. That's the difference.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest and member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more, not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
No, the opposite. When I get there with Ciri, I expect we'll have to battle the Wild Hunt.
Unbelievable. Have you even been listening to me?
Closer than you think. You're not looking for safety. You want your dignity back. You want to be Kira Metz, sorceress of the Lodge, not some healer from the swamps who reeks of manure. Giving you an opportunity Radovid won't give you. Go to Kaer Morhen. Show everyone what you're made of.
Yennefer was right. You do have some notion of what women want, how they think.
Yeah, kinda. So before I go, I'll need you to hand me those notes.
All right, take them already. Farewell, Geralt. Or rather, see you soon.
Greetings.
Just in time. Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear. Soon shall we summon the wandering souls. Beyond all help some will be. From these you must protect us. Evil creatures keep at bay. Keep at bay till the ritual's done.
Begin.
Keep us from harm, and let them not disturb the circle. What is this life? Well, you know.
Fleeting torment, ere we know.
What comes next once life subsides?
Man his own fate decides.
Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're hurried.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve?
The storm, damn it.
Let's begin Forefathers Eve. Ye who wander on the gale, ever caught in this world's thrall, see this sign, gentle, pale. Ye we summon, ye we call. Hark, a sound I hear. 'Tis right. Hark! A sound I hear. 'Tis right. A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
Spirit, speak. This time is yours. Tell us of your ghostly woes.
Who are you?
He knows.
Should I drive him away?
Nay.
I've come for you, patricide.
Begone, foul force! I cast upon you the light of the eternal fire! Abomination! Stop this at once!
The errant souls! We must help them!
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Help me!
Leave now. You're disrupting the ritual.
This is black magic. These folk disturb the dead. We cannot allow it. We will not.
You don't know a thing about their customs.
Take him and disperse the others.
Quicker! Ye cannot break the circle!
All is white, all is blue. What means
Tis an ill turn.
heal woe away. Blood has stained the hallowed ground. Yet we cannot stop what has begun.
If you want to continue, I'm ready.
Good folk, we must the eve complete. Prepare yourselves. Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter souls, we'll judge ye all.
All is quiet, all is gloom.
Something whispers, something peeps. Someone near our fire creeps.
All is quiet, all is gloom. What is in the darkest gloom?
Wraiths! This sacred ground is with blood stained. We cannot the ritual complete. People, save yourselves. If your lives you value, run! Alas, all is lost.
Gotta be a peasant who told the witch hunters about the ritual. That spirit they drove away. Your father's ghost, right? Threatened to come back. Likely to keep his word.
Old man Ambros, the pillar fears not.
That wraith called you a patricide. He get it right?
Aye.
If I'm gonna help you, I gotta know everything. Why'd you kill your father?
The Pella does not wish to speak of this.
You can't hope to manage this alone. You're afraid, that's clear. Wraith'll hold sway over you. Listen, I'll send him off. I've got to. But I need to know where he's buried. Corpse probably hasn't turned to dust yet. That's his bond to the world of the living.
Ambros lies in the swamp.
Fine. I'll find his body, see what I can do. Hang your head from my saddle. Swamps kept Ambrose's body in good shape. Even where the Peller smashed his head in. Gotta incinerate it. That ought to get the Spectre to leave. Leave the world of the living. Never return again.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Good you did. Return for me ye would have.
What's your story? You actually kill your father?
'Twas an evil man. The Pella feared him once, but then grew brave. What his father did to his mother, the Pella could not look upon it. So he split the father's head with an axe, left him in the swamp. But folk knew.
Ghost's not likely to come back.
Thank you, Witcher. A reward for your aid. And if herbs or remedies you ever need, for near nothing you will have them from me.
Your Imperial Majesty.
Witcher, why have you come?
I've managed to find out where Ciri is.
Finally. I'd begun to doubt the wisdom of enlisting you. Bring her here at once.
The Wild Hunt's pursuing her. Kaer Morhen's the only place she'll be safe.
That was not a suggestion. I can defend my own daughter.
I don't doubt it. Against conventional foes, the Wild Hunt's different. Facing it here would put Vizima at risk. Hundreds of innocents could die. Kaer Morhen is in a wilderness. Wanted to talk. This isn't easy, but I need to ask you a favor. A big one.
Tell me, friend.
Ciri. I know where she is, but I also know that as soon as I reach her, the Wild Hunt will know I did. They'll come after us, attack, and we'll need to respond with strength. Can I count on you?
The Black Ones first,
No wraiths. Such is life. Bring her here, and we'll face them in battle.
Can't risk your men's lives. Kaer Morhen, we fight them there, nowhere else.
Kaer Morhen is hundreds of miles away. To move an army there would take weeks. Not to mention, I'd expose the Isles to Nilfgaard's blows. Geralt, forgive me, but I cannot do it.
I understand. Won't take up any more of your time. Farewell.
Wait. Won't let you leave empty-handed. I'll help as I can. Come with me.
Beautiful craftsmanship. Got a talented smith.
Not I. King Erland Uncrate did.
Erland Stonefist? So this is Winter's Blade. Thought it was a legend.
Forged in Mahakam, tempered in dragon fire. Been in the Uncrate family for centuries. And now, it's yours.
I can't take this.
You can. You must. Let me do this much at least.
If you insist. Thank you.
May it serve you well. Send those specters back where they came from.
That's my intention. Farewell. Got a minute? How's it feel to rule? Jarl's giving you any trouble?
They're all very understanding. They seem to believe in me. Besides Lugos, of course.
Tried talking to him? Could still win him over.
I don't know about that. He's more mule-headed than my father, but I'll try, of course.
Sad when someone like Bran dies. Everyone says he was a good king.
It's not fitting to speak elsewise about the dead.
Mean you don't agree?
Bran spent his life at sea. And while he was away, old feuds flared, devouring the Isles from the inside. Folk grew furious, claiming there was no one to mediate, resolve quarrels. But then Bran would return with loot, throw a feast, let the mead flow in rivers, and everyone loved him again.
Got a delicate matter I wanted to bring up. Need your help.
What is it?
Kroch's mentioned Ciri to you? He must have.
Have you found her?
Not yet, but I'm close. Problem is, soon as I get to her, the Wild Hunt will probably be able to locate us, quickly. So I'll want to take her to Kaer Morhen, battle the hunt there. I'm looking for allies.
I can't leave the Isles now. It's impossible. What I can do is give you my best warrior, Hjalmar.
Think you'll be willing?
I'm sure of it. In fact, I think he'll be overjoyed. Come on, you know him.
Yeah, guess I do. Thanks.
No doubt he'll be valiant. I hope he proves useful too. Good luck.
Ah, Geralt. How are things?
You and Ciri. As I remember, you two grew up together, at least for a while.
Aye. Spent half her childhood in the Isles. Always at my heels she was. Scrawny wee thing. But her leaps on ice skates? Why, none of us could rival them. Tried to outdo her once. Smashed me mouth on a rock.
And then you went to Kroch and announced you'd agreed to wed.
You hear of that? Aye. We had 12 winters on us. Both. Any thought of continuing that romance? Me da whipped it out of me head. Wonder what it'd be like to see her now.
The Wild Hunt's preparing to attack Kaer Morhen. Could use your help.
Wraiths at the gate of your Witcher's stronghold. You're a friend of the clan. I cannot refuse you. What's more, no one Crate's ever stood and battled such a foe. I'll leave at once.
Thanks. Won't forget this. Can we talk? The Wild Hunt will attack Kaer Morhen soon. Gonna need your help.
The Wild Hunt? Are you certain? So, you found Ciri?
I know where she is. And the Wild Hunt will also learn that as soon as I find her.
I see. I shall pack immediately. Leave tomorrow at the latest.
Thank you.
No need. I raised the girl, and I've still a duty to her. I shall see you at Kaer Morhen.
Firefly stopped at the hut. I'll look inside. Locked. Anybody in there? Damn. I'm not gonna hurt you. Open up.
Oh, you blew our fucking cover. Who are you? What do you want?
I'm Geralt, a witcher.
Oh, go away!
Looking for a young woman. Ashen hair, scar on her face. Will you let me in?
No!
Running short on patience.
Wonderful. Means you're about to go the fuck away. By my mum's beard, get yourselves together, lads. You there, outside the door. Geralt, that right?
Yeah, Geralt.
Listen, Geralt, let's cut to the thick of it. We survived a shipwreck recently. Beasts from the depths ate some of my lads, and the rest of us found shelter here. Not too special, that, as dangers litter this isle, but it does go to explain why we're a wee bit distrustful.
This conversation's getting tiring. Listen, let's make a deal.
If that's a demon, it'll try to dupe us now.
I'm not a demon. You don't need to fear me. Give me a chance, I'll prove it.
How do you aim to do that?
Say I find your mates. Will you believe I mean no harm?
Aye, but I'm not counting either coming too easy.
How many are there?
3. Ivo, Gaspard, and Ferenc.
This Ivo. Where do I look?
Edget insisted he'd explore the caves to the east. Tried to knock it out his head. Literally. Bugger wouldn't budge.
Gaspard. Where'll I find him?
He said it was defeatist, set and wait to be rescued. We had to take action, or at least he did. Claimed to have spotted a lantern out to sea, so he said he'd climb the highest peak to look out for ships.
Where'd Ferenc go?
West, in search of a ship that's said to be out there.
Ferenc, he's, handy. Thought I might fix it up, make you seaworthy.
All right. See if I can't find all 3. See ya.
I'm content to understand.
A man! Am I ever pleased to see you?
I talked to your friends. Come down.
Right. I'm coming. You lucky devil, you. You know, I've one regret. That...
Dead. Damn. Hey, wake up.
Shoo. Back to bed, Nibbles.
Wake up.
What's happening? Who are you?
I'm Geralt. Your friends asked me to find you, Ferenc, and Ivo.
I'm afeard they're dead. Some horror swarmed Ivo, saw it with my own eyes. And Ferenc, I heard him. A blood-curdling cry, then the roar of a beast.
Let's get back to the hut. I'll protect you along the way.
Shame about the lads, really, but what can you do? Come on. But I should warn you, I suffer from narcolepsy, meaning...
I know what it means. Don't worry, I'll keep you awake.
Off we go then. This place seems safe enough. Just be sure and come back. And make it quick, eh? Not that much to see here.
Tried to flee the fiend. Stubby legs, too slow. One of the missing dwarves. Shame he's dead. Brought you your friend.
Sure. Let's hear him then.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Gaspard! Stand back! I'm opening the door.
Gaspard! Ha! You seem a bit muddled.
Muddled. A bit drowsy, that's all.
What of the others?
Found one near a monster's den. He was already dead, sadly. Saw another fall from a cliff. Broke his neck.
Shit. Raverick told me to have an eye on the snot. 'Twas his nephew. Thanks for helping, and sorry I didn't trust you.
Oh, everything's gone wrong. What'll we do now?
Got a boat. You can leave with me, but I need to find someone first.
An ashen-haired lass?
Yes.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
What do you mean?
She's cold. Spirits left her.
Must have passed shortly before we found her.
Let's wait by the boat.
Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the cockatrice of Spala. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special. Yours is healed beautifully, though.
Avalach. He prepared some special ointments for me. But that was before the curse gripped him. Wonder where he is now.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
You trust him?
Avalach? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
Why exactly is Avalach helping you? Sages have never been fond of humans.
He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. As if it could ever be about anything else. Avalach tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands.
What's Eredin after? What's he want from you?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Whereas yours will.
Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice.
How do you ever start traveling with Avalach?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avalach appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, perhaps half a year.
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads, waged war from a distance, using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Ciri, stop fooling around.
Told you wouldn't believe me. We should have stayed there.
So why'd you return?
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer.
You were looking for us. We were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell headfirst and forward.
How'd you wind up here? What happened?
Last I remember, I was on the Skellige shore, arguing with Avalach. He wanted to take me somewhere safe. After that, nothing but dreams.
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh, that was horrible. Had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat round a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
I like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dream, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. but at the same time I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer Morhen. On horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eredin to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals. Damn. Listen, we gotta think of a way to... Get us out of here.
They'll know where we've gone. They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
Whoa, now. There they go. What the? Welcome back, child.
Ciri! My, you've grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
What?
Little sis.
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalok's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Time's short. Wild Hunt will be here soon.
Maybe I'll give you two a moment.
Triss, please.
No, you must have missed each other terribly. A minute's delay won't hurt anyone.
Fine. So, a minute, then we go, all right? This is just a little awkward.
45 seconds.
Huh?
We've 45 seconds left. Well, 30 now. And then we throw the gauntlet at the Wild Hunt. So I beg you, use these seconds well.
Yen, I adore you.
No points for creativity, but for your candor. Time to go.
Get everybody together. Time to talk. Thank you for coming. The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her. We'll stop them.
How do you even know the hunt will show?
They always know where I teleport to, and they move from place to place in an instant.
So what's our plan?
Eredin, the king of the hunt. He's confident. He'll strike hard, hoping to defeat us with the force of the blow alone. We've got to take the initiative away from him, foil his plan.
I'll generate a magic dome over the fortress. It will scatter them, force them to land in the woods.
If they're dispersed out in the woods, we could hunt down small groups of riders.
Got our first volunteer for the hunting party. I'm the second.
The hunt will try to penetrate into the fortress through navigator portals. I can do nothing against this kind of magic, so you'll need to find and close as many as you can while hunting in the woods.
Lambert'll make us dimeridium bombs. Remember the formula?
Of course.
Excellent. Erden should work on the portals as well. I shall also give you each an amulet. Snap them in half and you'll become invisible, at least while you remain still or move slowly. Move abruptly, engage any foes, clash with them, and they will see you. Apart from that, they will be able to hear you and smell you. If you come across a large unit, do not attack. Signal Triss and she will provide support.
I'll look for your signal. Soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Ciri's most important in all of this. The hunt's after her, and we have to defend her at all costs.
What do I do?
Stay inside the keep. If they break through, come inside. We'll all converge to help you.
Out of the question. I can look after myself.
No one doubts that, child. But remember the most important moment when hunting a monster?
Wait for an opportunity.
After the council, I'll give you an amulet. If you use it, a ball of fire will land where you're standing, just in case.
Remember, there's only a few of us. We have to help each other, work together. If anything goes wrong and the hunt puts us on the defensive, we pull back, make a stand at the gates of the fortress. The inner courtyard is our last line of defense. If we don't stop them there, we're doomed. What else do we have that we can use?
Since you plan to ambush the hunt in the woods, I could dig some trapping pits, blue stripe style.
Meaning?
Deep as the dark abyss, bottoms bristling with sharpened stakes.
I brought this Mahakaman mix. Flammable as bone-dry saltpeter and ploughing sticks to anything. We fill some barrels, stack them in a narrow passage, and fire them up at an opportune moment.
You know, we stand on a vast deposit of gas. If need be, I could open cracks in the earth, create explosions. I would need to prepare, though.
There's a laboratory and the workshop.
One thing to remember, we've got limited resources and even less time. We ought to decide what kind of weaponry will be most useful against the hunt.
Absolutely. We need to assign one type of weaponry each to the lab and workshop.
Who needs access to the lab?
I started brewing some potions. Like to finish, if you don't mind.
I could prepare more of those Witcher's traps, but I'd need all the lab equipment.
Always relied on potions. We should brew as many as possible.
Let's talk about the workshop. Then wanting to fix that breach in the wall, but we'll need the same tools to clear the rubble from the armory.
Rubble?
Haven't you heard? Roof caved in a couple of years back. There's some excellent swords in there. Swords we could use.
Filling in the breach seems just as important. They come through there, the siege will be over awfully quick.
Fixing the breach in the wall's a priority.
We won't have time to do much else. Everything settled?
Yes, settled. We don't have much time, so let's get to work.
Let's sum up. Yennefer will create a magic barrier to repel the main assault. That should push the opposing force into the woods, where Lambert and Geralt will be waiting. They'll use Dimeridium to close the Navigator's portals, stop as many warriors as possible from entering the fortress. Triss will be waiting for their signal, then give the riders hell. All others will repel any foes who make it inside the fortress walls.
If anything goes wrong, we abandon the outer courtyard, pull back to the keep. Remember, Eredin can't get his hands on Ciri. That's most important. Let's look at the map of the fortress, figure out the details. Can't help feeling we've overlooked something important.
Don't think about it.
Wanted to talk about what we can expect.
Thanks, not interested. You should talk to Ciri, fine mood she's in. Your potions.
Thanks for everything.
I'll saddle the horses. Come once you're ready to head into the woods. Gonna have to thank Yen once this is all over. That spell, really something. And the invisibility.
Hounds could sniff you out, so don't get too close. And you'll be visible as soon as you start fighting. Remember that. Good work with these bombs, by the way.
Aim at the portals. Be precise. I'm out of dimeridium.
Yen mentioned casting the Erden at the rifts. Said the sign could seal them.
They're here. Time to say hello.
Slow down. Element of surprise is key. Stay hidden. Give Triss a chance to show them what she can do. Then we'll hit him.
Damn it. You get the feeling I'm about to piss off Marigold? Make sure and knock me upside the head.
Roach's pits. Couldn't have asked for anything more perfect.
Come to Mama.
I hate portals. To worry about.
How you like that silver?
Problem solved.
Come to Mama. Geralt! Come here! Look! They're regrouping!
See the commander? Name's Imlerith. I remember him from back when I rode with the hunt.
Damn it. Spell's waning. We're becoming visible. What's with Marigold?
Shit.
You were meant to wait inside!
I cannot hide forever. I must face them.
Back inside now!
No! Geralt gave the signal from the woods and Triss hasn't cast the spell.
Damn it! All right, run to her. Double chase! City! Watch out!
Hold on, Triss!
Ciri! Get back to the keep!
No! Geralt gave the signal!
I'm ready!
Damn it!
Geralt!
Head back.
Jennifer's spell is waning. Blizzard's almost at the fortress.
Faster, Roach.
Don't stop! Marigold will shield us. Wonder if it's in town.
Imlerith? Doubt it.
Large detachment approaching from the woods. We need to close the gate before they get inside.
Close the damn gate!
La Dana!
You'd never have managed without me, would you? Come now, admit it.
Lambert, damn it! Stay with us! We gotta pull back! Yennefer's strength is waning! Fall back! Through the gate! Into the courtyard! They found a way in. Fall back! Through the gate! Into the courtyard!
Cloud! Not a second too soon.
Get back to your position.
You bastards!
Take the passage! Courtyard!
Where's Eskel?
Damn it! We agreed he'd open that gate.
Hasn't done it yet. Means...
He'll be fine. We've got Triss to worry about now. Ow!
Just in time!
Everything all right?
Yes, thanks. Things were looking shaky.
We had to fall back. They tried to get in through the main gate. I'm afraid they could succeed next time.
What's with Eskel? We have to retreat. He's in trouble. I'm going to help him. Remember the stone I gave you.
See, I can do it too.
I'll take these!
Should have stayed such a...
We have to open the gate for them.
Escos, open the gate! We can retreat beyond it!
Fall back! You're not supposed to be out here.
Too late now.
They're coming in through the gaps!
Time iridium bombs. You'll find more in the crates by the walls.
Get out! Hold them back! I must form a circle of vitality.
We've got to close the portals. If we don't, we die.
I'll take these! Not bad.
Damn it!
On my way.
Bastard wants to break through! Get inside!
lucky this time.
She'll not abandon you. You humans are so impractical.
Ciri, no! I forbid you! You always were an unruly child. I adored that about you. Now fly!
I was too late to help him.
It's not your fault.
I should not have fled here to Kaer Morhen.
Avallac'h is weak, but alive. Triss is tending to the others.
I nearly killed you. Killed everyone.
We'd all be dead if not for you.
No, Geralt. The hunt would never have come to Kaer Morhen if I wasn't here.
Besemir's funeral. We should prepare. Don't blame yourself. No Witcher's ever died in his own bed.
You don't know how it is to see someone you love die. Because of you. For you.
We all knew what we were signing up for.
Yes. And you saved me. For how long? A week? A month?
We'll hide you. Cover your tracks.
No. I will flee no more.
Forktail. For those who remain, death should never take precedence over life. Pay your last respects to your friend. Then we must hold council. Zirael can harness immense amounts of the power. Why has no one taught her to control this?
Actually, some did teach her.
Clearly to no effect.
Haven't had a chance to talk. Thanks for your help. And for looking after Ciri.
You will thank me later. Now we must take Zirael from here, hide her, and then gather a greater force.
Anyone, everyone we could count on came here to Kaer Morhen.
Which is why we must seek the help of enemies. Magic is our best defense against the hunt. We need sorceresses. Archmistresses of magic.
You mean the Lodge?
Many of the Lodge's members are dead. The rest are in hiding.
Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, and Fringilla Vigo are likely still alive.
And Francesca? And Ida? Think they'd agree?
I think they'll take convincing. Would you rather speak to Kira alone?
That would probably be best.
Don't trust the Lodge one bit, but doesn't seem like we have a choice.
Because we don't. I've made an agreement with the Emperor. In exchange for its help, the Lodge will be granted amnesty and find asylum in Nilfgaard. That will be our bargaining chip. Triss, I wish to leave today to find the sorceresses. Will you help me?
Of course. Even got an idea where you could start.
Damn it! Again you planned without even asking what I think. I've had enough of this. I won't be taken somewhere like a bundle. I will not sit and twiddle my thumbs. I am sick of waiting, sick of hiding.
You're right. Prove today you can take care of yourself.
Easier to pat someone on the back and hope things will work out than it is to face the truth. Zirel possesses a great power she cannot control. She is a danger to herself, to others. Until she learns to control it, she should remain isolated.
First of all, bollocks. Second, if you're going to speak of courage, at least address me directly, and not through Geralt. I'm gone.
Ciri needs time.
True, but she also needs training. She must learn to control her abilities.
This training really necessary?
You saw what happened. She could be a greater threat than the hunt.
Fine. We'll stay here a while longer, then join you and Triss in Novigrad. Meet at Dandelion's Inn.
Come on, Yen. The sooner we leave, the better.
See ya.
It's not working, don't you see?
Discouraged after a mere 8 attempts? Zirel.
How many times must I try?
As many as it takes.
But I'm not getting anywhere.
We shall return to this later.
Didn't make it far first time out on the gauntlet either.
Geralt, please, not now. By comparison, the gauntlet was a walk in the park. But that's not the point.
What is?
Avallac'h says nothing will come of this until I stop thinking about the battle. But at the moment, I find it impossible to fill my head with kittens and vanilla pudding. Tell me, how do you do it?
What?
Always manage to pull yourself together. Focus. No matter what's happening.
There's a certain ancient method. Vesemir taught it to me, and Barman taught it to him.
Will you take me into the mountains and make me drink hemlock?
The Skellige druids have used it for centuries. It always works.
Hey! You'll regret that. You were right. That really works. Thanks.
Glad to be of service. So what now?
I'll go see where our dearest sage is.